I want to bring in Jami Wallace now. She's the president of the Unity Council and was a resident of East Palestine and lived there when this disaster happened. Jami, when you hear his recollection of what happened in the hours after this derailment and what he says were failures, how does that land with you?
I don't think it's a surprise to people of East Palestine. We've known since the beginning that there was a cover-up. We were being told everything was fine, and our bodies were telling us different. The fact of the matter is there's a gap in the research. The science that EPA is relying on is single chemical exposure. There's no research on multiple chemical exposure. Thank goodness for researchers like Dr. Ghulam at the University of California, San Diego. She's now coming in to study us like the lab rats, that we've become. This lawsuit settlement says right in it that we cannot sue the EPA. That just shows you right there that the EPA is in bed with Norfolk Southern. We have been desperately seeking help for over a year now. We tuck our kids into bed at night, not knowing whether or not it's our houses that are making our children sick. If the science isn't there, when did they start listening to the people?
What do you think is the motivation if things weren't done right, that it was not routine to do some of the things and not ask the questions that needed to be asked? What do you think was behind that, the why?
Money. Norfolk Southern basically controls the government with their money. We've seen this. It took Biden over a year to come here. His son died from chemical exposure to the burn pits when he was in the military. Dr. Ghulam is the scientist that's credited for making that connection between our veterans and the multiple chemical exposure from the burn pits. Why did he wait that long? Because he knew it wasn't safe. Why has the EPA failed us? The CDC failed us. These are people's lives. These are my children, our children's lives that they're playing politics with. There's no other thing that I can imagine that would make you ignore a community with children that are sick unless it's money.
What can be done, Jami, to right this wrong?
We need a federal disaster declaration. We need health care for the rest of our lives. Our children need health care. In fact, these chemicals are multi-generational. They stay in your DNA. We're not okay here. We're not going to be okay. We keep hearing, well, nobody died. Nobody died yet. The fact of the matter is you can't see the dead bodies right now, but when we all start getting cancer is not a beautiful death. We're going to die a slow death, either watching our children die like that or our children watching us. Either way, it's not a good outcome, and we need help.
Yeah, it's not acceptable. Do you feel ignored? Do you feel forgotten?
I feel completely forgotten. Thank goodness for NewsNation. If it wasn't for you guys continuing to report on this, we would have been left for dead a long time ago. I cannot believe that I live in the United States of America and I'm sitting here saying what I'm saying today. Had I listened to myself pre-derailment, I would think that I was a conspiracy theorist, that crazy woman talking about EPA cover-ups and the government being owned by the railroad to the point that they would sacrifice human lives. But that's what's happening here. We are being ignored by our government. I don't know how much louder we can scream that we are not okay, but no one is listening to us. So thank you, NewsNation, for listening to us.
We will continue to listen to you for as long as it takes. For those who aren't familiar with your personal story, the impact, tell me what health issues you and your family have had and how you guys are doing now.
Back on February 12th, right after the derailment, I demanded that Norfolk Southern toxicologists come to my house because I was so close to the creeks. They found a pathway to exposure in my basement. We have not returned to our home since the derailment happened. Immediately after, my daughter and I were diagnosed with upper respiratory infections. One that I took 3 rounds of antibiotics and 3 rounds of steroids, still not feeling better. My daughter she still has not been back really to East Palestine other than an hour or so for holidays.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.